familiar, too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father, but why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister, this ain't rap.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Carolina Panthers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready, Brick.
Lawrence going to put it up right away. And his first pass is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
From the 39, Lawrence. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the back with that 7 sacks. Well, they have to put in there last week. Maybe they have it again. I think they will continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were in our facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
Yeah, an opening drive sack. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife it to the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
But I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Etienne up the middle, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They go play action with Lawrence. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, a 22.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And they'll run with Etienne. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. Touchdown! Christian Kirk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 30, 10, and all the way into the end zone, and it's 2 points. So after all that, it's just your everyday 6-2 ball game.
And let's think about how important that can turn out to be because remember, it's not just a 2-point swing. It's a 3-point swing. I'm just wondering, you think they can load the bases and hit a home run and tie it up?
Well, I was going to ask you, I can't remember the last time that I've seen a 6-2 score in football.
Me either. I've been racking my brain on that one. 6-2? Not often.
Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Mayfield on 1st down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He was brought down by Foyesade Oluwakin.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Mayfield. And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Jags grab it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. No return here for Barner. It's a touchback. They'll start at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. That's going to be caught. It's Shenault. 1st and 10. Mayfield taking a shot here for Marshall. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Straight ahead, Etienne. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. No return here for Barner. It's a touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mayfield. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Eluding the pressure. Now Mayfield lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Etienne on the toss right. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jags are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half. The point after is good. And the route is on here in this 1st half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Returning from his end zone is Barner. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Trayvon Walker has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 102 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now Lawrence to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Mike Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No return here for Barner. It's a touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
McCaffrey will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. It's complete, and he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On 1st and 10 is counter, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this is caught by Williams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
136 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence, they'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Lawrence. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Simple drag route here. Lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And his kick is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
No return here for Barner. It's a touchback. They'll start at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a shot here for Marshall. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield's throw is caught here by Anderson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. This is caught by Williams. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. A little tough on the secondary there, in zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure, but you can also...
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drill.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best. But these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. But if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And even 150 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Lawrence on 3rd down. And Ingram hauls it in. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a 1st down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Lawrence on the sneak. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on fourth.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to fourth. They're going on fourth down. Lawrence. And Allen's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
169 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
On second down, ETN once more. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Jaguars, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year.